Hey guys, KILRSHEEP here. So today I'm basically going to be talking to you about how to get the achievement frequent flyer. So what you need to do first is make sure that you choose an aircraft, and what I've done here is went with the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and just making sure that I can get from one place to the next. So I've also upped the fuel to 90%, knowing that I know for certain that I can get to there. So firstly, you need to get to Magnetic Airport, which is in France. This is part of the achievement. It does tell you how to do this quite easily. So the way I did this was just set it up from the actual airport itself and just going off the runway straight away. The next one is KSEA, which is Seattle International. And basically from here, you can see that white outer line next to the airport that's been selected is the range of the aircraft. So from there, basically all you need to do is make sure that you jump into the plane, get started, and from here it's really just all about setting up the autopilot. So once you've got the autopilot set up, it's really pretty easy. So it's a hard achievement because it does take 8 hours, or roughly 8 or 9 hours, for the flight to happen. So what I've done here is just set it to 40,000 feet in altitude. I've also, we'll have a look in a second, adjust the throttle to, or the auto throttle, sorry, or the airspeed, sorry, is what I'm actually looking for, to about 250 knots. And then from there, basically, I'm happy with all my setup. I look at doing the proper takeoff and whatnot, and this is where you'll see that here. So just check the flaps really quickly, and I'm looking to do takeoff now, and I'll show you the kind of steps through for this achievement. So what I've also included here is just, I guess, an airport diagram. So this just shows you where, you know, the runways are, where the parking bays and the taxiways are. I found this really helpful for another achievement that I'm trying to get, which I actually think is currently glitched. So as you can see in the air, I will turn the put the gear up in a second. But basically from here, adjusting the altitude whilst I've turned the airport autopilot on. Once adjusting altitude, increase speed. From here, you basically press LNAV. LNAV will navigate to the airport via your selected route. So if you've done that in the pre-planning, which you saw me do just before, the plane will automatically fly on that bearing, basically. So from here, it will get the bearing first, and then it will start to adjust the altitude of the plane. What I've done here too is I ended up increasing the altitude climb, just because it was climbing quite slowly. So I did put it to about 3,000 feet per minute, and making sure here again, just turning back the flaps to 0 so we can get into a good altitude cruising speed, which I do adjust, I believe, mid-flight. But from here, basically, you can just kind of sit there, watch the plane go, let it go. And I've done this, and I walked away and had many hours of AFK, just checking up on the plane here and there. You don't usually have too many issues. With this, you can get away with a lot of the settings as well, so not too many problems. So as I said before as well, having those airport diagrams is super helpful. So this is KSEA, and it's got the diagram of all the runways there. Basically, from here, as you can hear, I'm calling in and asking for a landing, and what it's telling me, it gives me my 16 left, I believe, here. Yep, as you heard there. And then looking at your diagram, you can then find that runway. So I just had that up on my second monitor, which made it a lot easier. And from here, then I just go into descent and trying to land the plane. And I'll be honest with you, it's not the greatest landing. I am pretty new to this game and flying in general. Wouldn't say I'm an expert. I am learning how to try and land properly. So I'm a little bit better than I was starting off with the smaller planes, but now having with the larger planes, I'm finding it still a little bit hard. So still learning, but I still got the achievement, and all I did was touchdown on the runway, and as soon as you make touchdown with that runway, the achievement will pop. So this is the second time, or the time that I've filmed it, because I did have some other issues with computer crashing and stuff. So as you can see, not the straightest run landing. It's pretty horrible actually. I had a little bit of a stall there, but yeah. Overall, once you make that landing, it will pop up. So as I said, the most important thing for you guys, if you want to try and get this achievement and you don't want to put a whole heap of actual gaming time in yourself, what you can do is set it up before work or something, or before you go to school. Let the autopilot do its thing, and then once you come back, just kind of check on it every couple hours or every hour, depending on how close you are to the actual airport, and then you'll get the achievement. So I hope this helps. It happens. I didn't mean to do that. You'll be prompted with this screen straight away. Basically, move that slider to make it higher than what you had, and then you just click the X arrow, and then what you'll see here in a second is me going out to the external view of the plane.